Hey guys, and happy whatever day this is gonna go up on. It's always that. I wish I could have the reassurance in myself to be like, we're gonna get this up on Friday. We're gonna get this up on Sunday. We're gonna get, I can't. But regardless, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Also, the reason why I look like a hipster dude who's gonna be at a cafe and who has a guitar and shit is because, well, first of all, you'll see it a lot in the Battleborn videos I just made, but essentially, right now, currently, well, on a base level, with me, I am very, very bad at dealing with heat. Like, ever since I was a kid, every time I get hot, my head gets, like, flustered, and I hate it. It makes my... I don't like the way getting warm feels. Like, it makes me feel itchy. It's a whole thing. Anyways, regardless, I can't stop myself from getting warm. I actually have a thyroid thing. I know it's weird. I'm not sure if you guys are, like, medical oriented, you know what I'm talking about. But, essentially, I think your thyroid, from what I gather, it's tied to your metabolism, essentially, something along those lines. But anyways, when I was a kid, I had a really, really bad, or a really low thyroid. That's what they call it. Yeah. Anyways, having a low one is not that great. Having a high one is not that great either. And I think, from what I gather, from my symptoms and whatnot, my thyroid was really low, and then they seen that it got to normal, and now I think it surpassed normal and went high, so I got a high thyroid level, which essentially, what that means is I get hot stupid fast, and like, I am really bad about that. But weirdly enough, the one thing I noticed is, well, I first put on this scarf thing that I got because it's fresh and clean, and I just put it on, and I was wearing it down to my room. But then I thought to myself, hey, that's not that bad, actually. Let's try to get comfortable being warm, because I'm not. Like, let's force myself to understand and to just deal with it. So that's why I was wearing the scarf in the videos you're going to see of Battleborn. So yes, that was the method behind the madness. But then, weirdly enough, when I was playing, I noticed I was getting less warm. It's almost like my body, when you surround yourself with like warm things, your body is forced to regulate its heat to a certain degree. I'm not sure if that's actually accurate. I have no information about that kind of thing, about science and whatnot, but I think it is. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it makes sense. Makes sense in my head, at least. There we go, a little bit more light. But anyways, yes, I should fucking look at you guys. I always look here, which is really weird in editing. Anyways, so yeah, that's why I look the way I do, is because I'm trying. Honestly, it's weird. I went into it thinking I wanted to get better at heat management, but then I realized that just putting on more clothes forces your body to regulate heat, so now I'm not as warm. So you might be seeing more of this, me wearing a scarf and looking like a freaking, like a poser or whatever. Or like, no, it's more of a hipster in my opinion. Or like a musician, something like that. Anyways, regardless, we have a lot of stuff to talk about, dude. Holy crap, we're gonna be talking about No Man's Sky. In fact, that's probably what I'm gonna title it, because it's something that I want to talk about. And it's weird, because I've never wanted to talk about stuff that has been kind of taboo in a weird way, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of shunned upon. I always like, I don't ever feel those kinds of things. Like, you know, I'm never like, this game is fucking bullshit, and it wasn't valid. Like, I don't jump on the hate train, if you will, that kind of thing. But I actually... I don't, and I'm not going to hate on No Man's Sky. I'm just going to tell you why it's not my game, and why everything I've heard people say to me is ridiculous. Like, people are saying stuff like, hey, it gets really good 8 hours in. And I'm like, what? Are you a crazy person? Like, what's wrong with you? Then again, no, I don't even think there's, sorry, I was trying to say, then again, some people would say the same thing about Destiny. It takes like 8 hours to get into it. No, because Destiny at least shows you the confines of what you're going to be working with. It shows you how you do this, how you do that. And in every sense of the word, No Man's Sky is like a Dark Souls except brutaler, which is stupid, because I've heard some people being like, it's so peaceful. I'm like, bullshit, it's peaceful, unless you like getting nothing done. And I guess it's really not meant for people that are constantly like going. Like, if you're the kind of person that takes a day off and feels guilty about it, this game is not going to be for you. You're going to feel guilty as shit, because one, you're going to be annoyed with the fact that you're just not getting it. And then you're going to be annoyed with the fact that we're going to talk about that in a sec, but I want to tell you guys the other thing I want to talk about, just so I don't forget it. We're going to talk about some Battleborn as well. I mentioned it a lot in the videos to come, but I might as well tell you guys here. And there was one more thing. Oh no, a really important thing is I actually haven't replied to comments in about 2 weeks. Oh, well, not really 2 weeks. I didn't reply to them last week, so I'll be replying to them this week, like on Friday, or not Friday, it's on the weekend, whenever I find the time. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that, just in case you guys were like, I wrote you a comment and it was really important and you didn't, yeah. Or if you guys were amazing and told me I misspelled something like you guys always do, which is fantastic. I think one of you guys told me that in the We Happy Few game. You guys told me that I spelled guide wrong, which thank you so much. I was just kind of quickly making thumbnails, that kind of thing. But yeah, I appreciate that. Always be sure to do that. I will never take it as like an insult unless you're like, hey, fucking idiot. Boom. And I'm like, okay, well, shit. Anyways, but yeah, on the topic of that, We Happy Few, it's not over yet. It's just, I don't know. I want to make we're going to get back to it, but I also want there to be something to get back to. Also, I'm gonna be honest, it's not exactly the most luxurious idea to have to replay half the things I want to replay to get one quest done. I'm gonna do it. It's just not something I gotta get done. Yeah, let's talk about that first. I mentioned a while back that I wanted to change the way I look at YouTube a little bit. I don't know why I'm sounding like a baby when I'm saying that. Made 4 videos, my throat is dead, but yeah. But anyways, changing the way I look at YouTube. For a long time, I looked at YouTube very much like through the eyes of a little wee baby, like a little dude who was really like trying to see everything in its beautiful light and all that kind of stuff. Meaning, I would never make titles that were weird. I never put so much effort into my tags and my descriptions and whatnot. I never really put effort into there because I always thought from the perspective of, well, I'd rather put a lot more effort into the video itself opposed to the little gimmicks that come with it. And it wasn't because they were gimmicks. It was because I felt like it was going to show you guys that I cared more about getting big or getting popular than actually showing you guys something cool or like, making a video or whatever. So that's my old mindset that I used to have. So I would never like title my videos anything remotely clickbaity, which it's only clickbait if what you see is not in a video. So if I say, one of the best tanks in the game and I prove that it's a good damn tank, that's a bad example because we got our ass handed to us, but I still wanted to make sure people knew my opinion on the fact that he is the best tank, but we were getting focused like crazy in that gameplay. Anyways, regardless, it was a Battleborn video. But yeah, anyways, I just want to start looking at YouTube directly. By that I mean I'm going to start focusing on YouTube. At this point, I've learned how to edit to the point where I can do it like at a decent time period, so I can keep my quality, but I am also going to dedicate more time into YouTube, like, making sure my videos are tagged properly, making sure I come up with a decent thumbnail. In fact, I think my thumbnails, I'm actually really proud of my thumbnails. Focusing on making more guides to get more people in, so that if they want to stick around, they can. And all around looking at analytics, that was one of the things I never did just because, again, I felt weird about it. I always felt like it was like, you shouldn't be looking at that. I was always like, no, like, you're looking at things to gain money and popularity, you self-righteous douche. And I'm like, well, no, dude, the people just want to be good at what they do. Don't see how that's a problem. So yeah, I used to have it from that mindset. But with that being said, the whole point, the reason why I brought this up is because We Happy Few is actually not doing exceptionally well. From what I gather, I think it's only got like 200 views, whereas my Battleborn and Overwatch ones get a decent amount. So I think I'm gonna be trying to make sure I consistently deliver those and try to get better at doing those. Not that I'm not gonna try out new things, not that I'm not gonna continue goddamned We Happy Few, but it just, those may be coming first. And let's talk about No Man's Sky and Don't Starve, because I may be doing something, I don't know. Okay, so let's talk about No Man's Sky. First of all, before I say any of this, my opinion is negative. So if you love the game and you feel like it is perfect, and you feel like in every sense of the word, it cannot be bad, and you are so 100% in your belief, then again, this is not something you want to hear. Real quick, if you are a person that can handle multiple opinions, because this is all it is my opinion. If it means anything to you, then that's awesome. But anyways, I realized that because that was one of the things the reason I say that is because it was one of the things that I kind of had a hard time learning. When I was a kid, I really didn't like anyone having like a different opinion, and it was only till I was like, I found creators that constantly told me that like, it's just my opinion. You got to handle other people's opinions, or else you're just gonna be a broken fucking human in the world. That I started to be like, okay, and I find that's a trait that exists in young people quite a bit. Like young people, like people who are like 10 or 15 or so, they kind of haven't stretched out their ability to see things from multiple perspectives and to handle other people's opinions without it firing them up. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah. That being said, it's not exactly a really happy No Man's Sky video. It's not like I'm gonna be like, it's the best game on the planet. In fact, the opposite. So with that being said, I was not one of those people that went into No Man's Sky being like, oh, it's gonna be the fucking best, I'm gonna be able to explore everything, it's gonna be the game of the year, it's gonna be the thing that changes the world. I was not saying that. I was saying, okay, it's a game that infinitely generates worlds, and essentially a lot of the things that the designers have said is it's going to be like Minecraft, except space travel combined with Minecraft without square block graphics. And I was like, okay, awesome. That's all I was thinking about. I wanted something that would perceive, that would randomly make worlds, which is awesome, but then also allowed me to build, allowed me to do those kinds of things, not just explore. So that's all I was expecting. Now, first of all, the one flaw I see is, and it's something that I haven't heard one person be able to be like, yeah, that's not a problem, unless they're saying something in lines of it being like, hey, it's supposed to be that way. One of the problems, it is the biggest problem to me, and it's the thing that's going to destroy this game for so many people, and it's going to be the game that only is played by the dedicated, which to me isn't a good game. That doesn't make a successful game. The only case that's worked with is Dark Souls, and that's because that game fixed a niche that was needing to be fixed, which was a very brutal, hardcore game. Whereas No Man's Sky is an exploration game. Minecraft exists, and it still looks great, and it, well, not looks great, but you know what I mean? It doesn't look bad. It's one of the most popular games in the entire world. So yeah, like, it's not like we need that niche to be filled, because it's already being filled. Now, space travel, you could be like, oh, but that's going to fix the itch for space travel. Well, no, there's another game being made it's crazy space travel. I think it's called... Oh, I don't know what it's called, but one of you guys probably know it. It was like a GoFundMe page. Anyways, hey guys, me here in Post. It's called Elite Dangerous. Definitely go check it out if you're into space travel. Regardless, the main thing I have a problem with, and it's one of the things that just sets off a bad taste in your mouth, for me at least, my opinion. It's the introduction to the game, and that is its tutorial levels. It goes to like a Dark Souls level where it doesn't tell you what anything does until you hit a button and it does it. So you basically gotta start up the game and button mash like 8 buttons, and it's like ding 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 ding. But wait, it doesn't pause you in the world space. That's fun, despite, you can hit pause button, so I know it exists. I know it's possible. It's not like the coding doesn't allow it, so you can't pause the game and pause it. And all of the other notifications, not even like how to fire, how to mine, how to do anything like that. All of the other notifications are this tiny blue bar that pops up that covers maybe this much of your screen, but also that thing can pop up when you're mining. In fact, it probably does, because when you get your resources, you're mining, it pops up. But wait, there's this giant beam and a rock that's being shattered apart in front of my eyes. But no, you're right, my eyes are gonna go here. That's what's gonna happen right there. My eyes are going to go to that little notification, and I'm going to get it ASAP. Also, it doesn't stay there. If it would at least stay there, I'd be fine, because you'd eventually notice it. But no, it happens in like 5 seconds. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, nope. Okay, what was that just now? Fuck. That's what you end up feeling. And just the entire premise of the beginning, and just getting you ready for the world is shit. And it's supposed to be a peaceful game that takes you through the world space. It's not supposed to be a Dark Souls, from what I gather. It's not supposed to be a survival game. In no way, shape, or form is it a survival game. It's just a very poor introduction to what you're going to be doing. And maybe they want you to feel that like, oh, I found out what that did. Except if that was what you were going for, then you should have went for that. You should have made survival a pinnacle of that. You shouldn't just have made survival as simple as hit the shiny rock and just power your life support and woo. Like, it's like, I don't know. Okay, the main thing with the game, and we're going to come back to this thing, is the main problem with the game, to me, is that they kept promising so many things, which is if you look at any No Man's Sky video, you know that everyone was promising everything to this game. I think their problem was that they made so many promises, and they wanted to deliver on every single one of those, that nothing is flushed out. Everything is there, but nothing is flushed out. Like, there's a pet system where if you feed a person or an animal a food, they have a happy face on them. That's the pet system. An animal that has an icon above them that does nothing else. It will not, from what I gather, it doesn't protect you. It doesn't stay near you in a game where you were exploring and constantly moving forward. Why would you do this? And why would you call it a pet system? Because in no way, shape, or form is it a pet system. It's like I throw food at a damn pigeon and it fucking nips at it and walks away. Just because it has a smiley face on there doesn't change that transaction at all. So it's like there's so many mechanics in play that are not flushed out. Like the fact that there's no real way to like customize your ships and all those kinds of things. There's clearly the mechanics for building. Like you go to these structures and they're all over the place. These structures are amazing, like structures that you wish you could make a house out of. And apparently in the next couple patches they're gonna update the game. But to me, I don't know. I'd rather you put something that's solid. And again, the main reason why I don't like the game is because it had such a shitty introduction to the game. Like, you not knowing what this is, you're not knowing where that is. And maybe it was just me. Again, my opinion, that's what comes along with that, is maybe I was just a victim of circumstance, and I was put on a planet that didn't have the resources I need close to me, or maybe I just was oblivious and didn't notice the notifications, although I explained why they're stupid. The fact that I can beam a rock, and it's like this flash of light happening, and there's this tiny little blue indicator in the corner that's supposed to take my attention and teach me. Sorry, dude, that's not how people work. It's not how brain functions work. That when you play test, you should have seen that people aren't like, oh, look at that. Forget everything else that I was doing and trying to figure out, because that thing came up randomly. Let me look at it. Anyways, the other thing is the main problem that other people have that I don't really. Well, actually, I can see it. Basically, a lot of things I've been hearing is people saying, "Hey, dude, the game is a goddamn lie. Sean Murray is a greedy sack of shit. He promised everything." And I think that's the problem. I think that guy wanted to make everyone's wish come true, but didn't fully complete any wish. Like, it was basically like someone having a genie, but really a scumbag genie. Like, it was someone being like, hey, rub the lamp, make me rich. And they do, except they spawn like 1,000-pound gold bag above you, and it crushes you in a second. Like, it's like, you didn't really get what you wanted, but it's there. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of that shitty thing. And again, if you like the game, that's awesome. I would never try to take something that you personally enjoy away from you, but this is just why I may not be continuing the series. Another thing is, as again, the game to me suffers from a pure lack of direction, which again, people could say that that's the point. They want you to explore, they want you to randomly run around until you figure out what to do, which just leaves you with a bunch of questions. And last time I've checked, questions weren't awesome, they weren't fun. Questions are good, but only when you know you're gonna get an answer back. When you're just like, how do I do this? Oh wait, never mind. Oh wait, I have to go to a wiki page in order to find out how I go to point A to point B. Doesn't make sense to me, but that's me. He prepping myself because I know people love the game, and people take things what they want from it. People take what they want from it. I've heard some people say that it's relaxing to them, which is awesome. It's perfectly fine, but I don't think that means it's a good game. Like, I don't think. Like, I know that I like some games that I like, but I also know that not a lot of people like. Nor would I say that they're good games. I would say that I like them. Then again, I don't expect anybody to check themselves that much to be like, I like this thing a lot, but it's shit. Like, I wouldn't expect you guys to do that, nor would I, honestly. That's my main point, is lack of direction, etc. But also, there's a bunch of like unanswered questions. So like, Sean Murray promised so many things that nothing really is there. And honestly, the thing when in regards to hype and the fact that it's just like, it was an overhyped game and that's why people are pissed. Incorrect to me. Actually no, that's not incorrect. It's absolutely 100% true. But that hype was directly coming from the guy who made it. Which again, I don't have anything against Sean Murray. I think he's a fucking beautiful human being that looks like he wanted to make a game, but ended up making too many choices and ended up messing up in that manner. Like, he has such a tiny team that I don't think they were able to flush out anything. Or maybe this is the case. Maybe they're playing a smart long game.
This is what I think is going to happen.
Which, if that's the case, then I don't know if they did that right, because I think a lot of people are playing the game now and they're like, fuck it, I'm pissed off, I don't know what to fucking do, I think this is all stupid. Any game that requires me to spend 3 hours on the wiki, fuck it, and they walked away. But if they did build it for the long game, they might have had so many features in the game that make it great, and they know that fans always ask for more, but there's really a lot of undone things that they haven't done. For instance, Fallout 4 has a shit ton of content in the base game, but people were still like, we want more. And I'm like, have you done this? Have you done the collectibles? Have you done this mission? Have you done that mission? They're like, no, but I want more. And I'm like, what the fuck? So maybe Sean Murray is trying to patch that. Maybe he's like, okay, I know people constantly have that mentality of wanting more. What if we take shit out and we're just going to put it back in? We're not going to ask people to pay for it, but we're just going to put it back in. What if we do that? So maybe they had base building in there at a preset, and they're like, okay, let's take it out, and then a week later, after everyone gets the idea of exploring, we're going to put it back into the game, and we're going to give them that way. And then a month later, we're going to give them customization options for the ships. Ugh. And maybe after that, we're going to give them the ability to colonize a planet and a species on that planet. Next patch, maybe they're going to be like, hey, we're gonna allow you to have a hover bike on the planet to make it easier to explore. That is directly connected to your base, so it's kind of like you being the ruler of that planet. Hey guys, we've added grass, so there's a higher chance for perceived grass, or for procedurally generated grass. We've added clouds, we've added sandboxes, we've added weather to the game, guys. We've added this, we've added that. And it creates this mentality of like a moving boulder that keeps getting better and better and better, which in the long run is smart, because people are like, look at this developer constantly boosting up their game. But that's if people are willing to come back to it, which I'm not sure if people are. Honestly, I'm still going to play the fucking thing, because I mentioned this in the Let's Play, but I'm a stubborn person. $60 for a game, $80 for a game in Canada. Goddamn. I'm going to play the damn thing, and I'm going to make sure I at least experience it, because apparently, when you get 8 motherfucking hours in, it gets good, and you understand what's happening. And again, for the people that just love the exploration of it, awesome. I think I fucking I got stupid unlucky for that. I have explored, like, I think 7 planets, which isn't a lot, but it's enough to get shit all the time. Like, every single planet I've been to, with one exception, is crap. I'm meaning it's like, I don't think pretty is rocks. I don't like looking at the ground and seeing the worst textures, and I'm on PC. And that's also one of the reasons why the game destroyed it for me. Is the fact that my expectations were nothing but what I seen. I didn't ever make it up in my head. I was never like, oh fuck, dude, I'm gonna be able to have a planet that has dick pillars on it. Yeah, man. People had stupid expectations for the planets and what they were able to get. I was expecting this, the E3 footage that showed a beautiful water texture, and I thought, hey, you know, PS4 may not get that. You know, that probably is exclusively for PC ultra settings, that kind of thing. Nope. It was not that. You look at the ground with ultra settings and you just see mush. Like, you just see the very bad rock texture, in my opinion. You may think it's fine. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of people that like No Man's Sky also came from Minecraft, which graphics didn't mean anything to them, and they don't mean a lot to me. It's just, honestly, like, Battleborn's a good example. Battleborn doesn't have fucking next level graphics, but every graphic or every design that it has a stupid amount of characters. Same with Blizzard's Overwatch. Every character is so detailed. They're not like expertly rezzed graphics, but they have such a design to them. And the same can go for Minecraft. No Man's Sky kind of goes for a weirdly cartoony Destiny style to it, I guess. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of people that are enjoying the game are people that like Minecraft. I've never played Minecraft, but I think I would love Minecraft because there's a building component there. And yeah, I don't know. But again, those are my 3 points, is that I think, first of all, I think the direction, like the first 10 minutes of the game is going to be enough where people just say, fuck it, I wasted $60 and never come back to it, because it's one of those games that is just like, what the fuck do, I find, and it doesn't give you any direction, and maybe to some people that gets your dick hard and you're fucking ready to go. Sorry to be so upfront about it, but if that is your case, then sure, amazing, but it's not mine. And then the second thing is that, frankly enough, I feel like this game suffers from a complete lack of focus on any mechanic. So the spaceship battles haven't been crazy that I've seen. The world generation is so random that you could be like me and get shit planets 90% of the time you're playing, and then, oh god, just wait until you get to hour 15 and you get that one planet that's not shit. Right, guys? Right? What? No! Fuck that, dude. I'm not spending 8 hours on this where it doesn't give me anything that I really am, like, enjoying. And also, again, like, the pet system, the flying system, the spaceship, the galactic spaceship that has 2 rooms. Yeah, no, that's really in-depth, dude. I don't know. So that's my one criticism, is I think Sean Murray, which is not a bad guy, I don't hate the guy, I think he's an awesome person and probably had the best desires for No Man's Sky, but he promised way too many things that he couldn't deliver on, so he gave everybody what they wanted, but in a way that nobody got what they wanted. Or again, I want to stress that I think this is the route it's going to go down, which in like a year and a half, it's going to be a full-on amazing game, that everything he promises there, because he wants to build up to that. He wants to make a rolling effect, a boulder down a hill kind of effect where it keeps gaining momentum, and before you know it, it's like Minecraft. But also another reason that I think it's ridiculous is that it's a fully priced game. It's $60, and it has, in my opinion, not a lot of stuff there. Like Minecraft, for instance. Minecraft, one in its base year, had randomly generated worlds, had like buildables, you could build shit, and cost $30. In fact, I think it costed way less than that when it just started out. And then only when the game was fully done and like was a functioning game that had a ton of building, etc., 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 that's when they released it as a fully $60 game. And I'm thinking it is maybe it's $30, but I'm pretty sure it's a $60 game, which is valid because the game is done. It's earned that, in my opinion. So that's another problem that people have had, is the price point, which I agree with. I don't think it's a $60 worth game. If you do, amazing, cool. You like exploring endlessly. And another thing I don't really like is I can see the loop, and that's really weird. I don't like ever doing that. That's not something you want. Like in Saints Row, I know I'm chasing to get to level 50 so I can become 100%. I'm also wanting to level up the entire district so I can hear a little bit more dialogue. I can see the loop there. Essentially, it's gain power. In this game, it's struggle to find enough space in your inventory that is enough for you to build anything. But also know that every time you upgrade yourself, that takes away a slot. So it's basically like the quest for inventory space, which isn't the most aggravating thing on the planet, especially if you don't like micromanaging your inventory. yeah. So I don't really like that gimmick slash like circle of just shit to me. You may love it, cool. I'm not getting mad at you guys. I in my head I'm like, people are like gonna be like, but this, and I have the curse of being able to hear what people are saying, because I can see from that perspective. I can understand why a person would love the game and be like, hey man, this is great about it, this is great about it, you're being a little baby. Except I can prove my 3 things. Unless you can tell me that people like the fact that when you upgrade anything, it takes an inventory slot away from your thing, and it's not like a gun that, like your backpack, to me, when you upgrade your jetpack, it shouldn't have a fucking, it shouldn't take up your backpack slot when you upgrade your jetpack. To me, it should just upgrade the jetpack, or have like a set preset of upgrades for your jetpack that could be increased. So your jetpack has an inventory. When you click on it, you can put mods in there, and you could choose to either have more backpack space or more jetpack mod space in whatever thing. Also, whoever thought the crafting system should be within the backpack chunks is ridiculous to me, because you gotta basically, what if you're like, all right, I got this material, I got that material, I got that material, cool, and I got some gold and some other shit that charges me up. All right, let's craft. Oh wait, I don't have any space, so I gotta destroy one of my elements that I've been saving to sell or to recharge my armor just to make this stupid backpack thing. I can't like throw it on the ground and then pick it up later. Okay, like it's stuff like that to me that just wasn't thought out, or if it was maybe made to make you play more and to seem like you just constantly are playing. Maybe I don't know. But regardless, those are my little criticisms of the game. Not little, pretty big. I kind of went pretty hard into a lot of them. But do I think the game is a bad game? No. Do I think the game is going to be the game that a lot of people wanted a year from now? Yeah, 100%. I'm pretty sure that's their gimmick. Pretty sure that's what they're going for. And it's not a dumb thing either. Again, like I said, it's like a boulder being put on a hill like this, like, and then just dives downward. So it's like it's slow, boom, and the first update launches, and everyone creams their pants, and it's just a consistent thing. Which in that case, bravo, Sean Murray, you're smart as hell, and you know how the internet people work to a certain degree. So good on you. But those are my problems with the game. Now, with all that being said, I'm probably going to play a lot more in my time. Again, like I mentioned, I'm pretty stubborn about it. I spent $60 or $80 on the damn thing. I'm going to play it. And I think that's how I'm going to actually do it, is I'm going to play a lot on my time. It's going to be one of those Let's Plays where I take you along whenever I feel like there's something interesting. So maybe there's a cool planet that I think I wouldn't mind showing you guys. I'll squeeze that in. If there's some story thing that I just found randomly, I'll squeeze that in. It'll just be like a Let's Play that is very much just a time lapse of 8 hours. A video probably, but then again, maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be the kind of game where I jump in and play it and I'm like, I just don't, I'm not having fun. And it's great if you are. Again, I would never try to take that away from you. That's amazing that you find, I'm not trying to take that away from you if you find the fun awesome. But what I think I'm going to do instead, and like I said in the beginning, I want to start looking at YouTube from more of a perspective that is, I want to be successful here. I want to be more successful, to be blunt about it. Now, that being said, I don't want to whore myself out. I'm not going to be like big ass in the thumbnail or whatnot, but I do want to try to get better. So I'm going to be trying to make videos that you guys 100% want to see. Which usually I like to give you guys, what you want to see, but also I like to throw you some curveballs, which I do still intend to do. But I'm going to be trying to deliver a lot on that. So I've seen that the No Man's Sky videos weren't really doing really well, which is to be expected. It's a game that everybody's covering, and I'm sure you guys have decided on the Let's Play that you want to watch. I'm sorry if that was me. But one of the things that people have been showing a lot of interest in, and I'm not sure if it'll do well, but it's the Don't Starve Shipwreck DLC. The one I said that I was going to be doing, but I didn't because, We Happy Few came out, then No Man's Sky came out, and etc. But we may be going back to Don't Starve because that series did really well. And I want to see if it continues to do well. So if you guys really want to support that series, and yeah, just support with the series that you liked. You don't necessarily need to share it, but just I probably will go by thumbs up, because that shows that the dedicated people that watch me want more of that. So yeah, if you guys want to decide on something, that's probably a good way to do it. Which you guys are really great about. You guys thumbs up almost all my videos, which thank you. Couldn't ask for more. Oh, on the topic of Battleborn, sorry, my back. I know my head's getting cut off, but on the topic of Battleborn, I mentioned it a lot in the videos you guys are hopefully going to be see if the videos are good. It's that the wait times are so long that I can't really do the class thing like I wanted to. Like I have Battleborn standards way high, where I'm like, I gotta master that character before I show it to you guys. And even then, we could get dealt a shitty card and like go up against a team of hundreds and whatnot, and it might just be a shit show, which can happen and has happened. But for the most part, I have that like a standard where I'm like, I want to do this, and that, and I want to know how to play this character because I have this thing in my head that I want to show you guys. I can't really do that anymore because, again, the Battleborn things take like an hour to get into a queue. It was 20 minutes, now it's 30 minutes, now it's an hour because the Pendle hype has died down a little bit. So the gameplay is less like wordy and like, hey guys, we're gonna kill it, and it's more just me fucking around, to be honest with you. So hopefully you enjoy that. It's taking a backseat to the quality of explaining and more so into like, let's just fuck around for a little bit, which I hope you guys enjoy. I hope it makes up for it. I tried to be a little more energetic because of the lack of me maybe not performing, which we did with Mantana. I made another video to Mantana. Holy shit. Dude cannot be put down. It's amazing. Yeah, also we had a dedicated Umbra, massive contender to why we were doing well. Anyways, yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about, guys, is No Man's Sky. The fact that, again, if you like the game, amazing. I just think it has some problems, and I definitely think Sean Murray is pulling some sort of trickery, and in a month or two, the game is going to be loved by everybody, because it's going to have all the things that people ask for, and they're going to be like, oh my god, they're listening to the community, and I feel like it's uncanny the way that just works. But anyways, the other thing is, expect more content directly. I'm going to be trying to appease you guys when it comes to content, because again, I want to start trying YouTube aggressively, and it may sound scary, but yeah. And then the third thing was what? Just the Battleborn thing. Videos might be a little bit weirder. Yeah. Oh, I haven't replied to comments, so I'll be doing that this week. And yeah, hopefully you guys haven't wrote anything too important. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Wait! Hey guys, I forgot to mention something really quick. Look at this shit. It's just not shit. It's perfect in every sense of the word. One of you guys made me fan art, and it's awesome. The fact that you did that, especially coming from a person that loves fan art and like just seeing what people create, especially with like characters or YouTubers or anything like that. It's amazing. So thank you so much. This is the person's name. Okay, fuck this. I'm bad at names, but I'm gonna find yours, goddamn.
Derbinchenov D. Oh god, mate.
Yes, you're amazing in every sense of the word. Also, I will leave a link to their DeviantArt, but I felt like this was too cool to just show you guys as a fan art thing. So I wanted to show that it was so badass in a more direct way. So yeah, this is going to be our new intro. He is hoping, I haven't finished editing it, but he is hoping I can manage. But yeah, I just love the design of it because for those guys who do not know, my little icon, our little mascot, a lot of people think it's Ratchet and Clank, which it is to a certain degree. But the main thing it is it's weirdly enough a thought I had. You guys are gonna think I'm a real dark human being, but I'm a real emo or goth or whatever. But one of the things I was thinking about when I wanted to make some sort of icon is essentially the thought popped into my head, what would your shadow look like? Like, what would it actually be? Pretty weird. I think I just watched like a Peter Pan that was on TV. Yeah, it was the whole thing. Anyways, regardless, I got that in my head, and I started thinking about what it would look like, and at the time, I thought my favorite game series of all time, which it probably was at the time until I realized, you know, what other games I loved to tears. But it was Ratchet and Clank. That was one of those games I loved to tears. So I seen that silhouette of Ratchet, and I was like, oh, that kind of was what I felt like would look like it, because it's one of my favorite game series. Also, I just like the eyes, the way they look, and the grin and all that other stuff. And one of you guys actually made it, and you made it in a stylistic way, so it doesn't look like it's just like Ratchet and Clank. This actually may be my new channel thumbnail. I'm not sure. I love it so much, and I think it needs to be shoutcasted because of how amazing it is. But regardless, yeah, this is going to be the new intro. I'm going to showcase it. I did my best to animate it within editing. Again, I'm not sure how much. I haven't finished it. I'm just making this little audio clip to squeeze into the Let's Talk, even though it's already really long. But yeah, I knew I was missing something in Let's Talk. That's why I squeezed this in. But it is so amazing, and thank you so much. You're perfect. And yeah, I just want to show you guys this because it's amazing. Also, I wanted to show you because it's going to be our new intro. And yeah, anyways, here it is. Short and sweet. I don't like making my intros way long. I find it's annoying. At a maximum, it has to be like 7 seconds. Even that's kind of too much. But yeah, I also like the intro just because I feel like it's preparing you for what you're about to see, where like it's like an initiation to what you're about to look at. I don't know. Anyways, I just wanted to make sure this person knew that they were amazing and just tell you guys that, yeah, I'm 100% down with fan art. If you guys want to send me anything, I'll be down. I'll be super happy about it. And yeah, I just thought this fan art was perfect because, again, it literally looks like a shadow equivalent of my little icon, and it's exactly what I thought of in the moment. Like, it's my imagination of that, like, brought into the real world, which is amazing. Anyways, yeah, guys, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. Oh wait, no, the video is not done yet. Transition to me in the past that was oblivious to this amazement. And yeah, bye guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. My name is Logan Andor Frost, and this was one of the longer Let's Talks I think I've ever uploaded. Well, I wouldn't say that. Oh, also, if you guys haven't checked out the new character Ernest, oh my god, there's a live stream on him. Live stream was, I wish they would have done first person instead of their globe, like looking around the battlefield, just because as well as you can kind of see what's happening, I'd rather see what that character is in first person, what he's seeing, how he fires, how his skills work, if there's a delay within his skills. I was thinking about making a character, like a video where I basically just explain all his skills real quick, and then, well, all I gotta do is wait a week, so I'm not sure. Well, I might do that, I'm not sure. I might just try to, you know, go through all of his skills and what they do, etc. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, as always. My name is Logan Andor Frost, and expect more videos to come. I'll be trying to make another Overwatch video that is consumable on the weekend, because I gotta edit tomorrow, which is Friday for me. It's Thursday right now. No, it's actually it's Friday, because it's 1 a.m. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, as always. Hipster Frost, signing off. Toby, take me away.
Like, comment, and subscribe! Yeah!
Thanks, Toby. Bye, guys.